can pick this one, that's quite level. In fact, I think, no, Swampy's hand is actually on the Swampy's clock. I'm going to use Swampy's hand as soon as it's stopped ticking. It's coming up now to stop ticking. And some dust on the end of the clock hand there. It's probably a bit harsh, that. Right, that's that gone. Oh! Off that goes. Right, I'm going to grip this, just see, take that dust off. Cobweb actually. Stubborn cobweb. We'll be using some more compressed air soon. Right, should be straightforward this. Just dip in, it doesn't have to be glossy or anything. It can be thickly coated as well, doesn't matter. So as we paint, let's see if I can get that in without getting paint all over the place. Just cleaning up the clock adjuster. Now I've got my old friend Mr. Hydrochloric here to help me. This is your manual adjust, and it was quite rusty. So to adjust the rust, my little friend Hydro, he's eating away now at that corrosion on the shaft. It's almost all gone. Just brushing it with a swab, watching it just disappear. We're nearly gone. So that means we'll have a very clean clock adjusting shaft. If you look on all the cars, they're always a rusty item those. So I'm just letting this craft knife just under its own gravity. I'm not pushing hard, and then it's just taking the edge off that. I'm not letting it dig in, it's just on its own weight. Finish that now with emery paper. So there it is, this is the clock adjusting shaft there. I've just used some acid solution on a swab to bring it off, the rust off, leaving me with just a little bit there, which I'll get the 1000 on, and that's ready to be painted. So we've got the second hand cleaned up, we've got the adjuster knob done. We're putting the clock back together now. Okay, cut to paint. Welcome back to the Mark III Cortina breakers yard, dashboard breakers yard. We're now breaking late dashboards, early dashboards, wanted for scrap. Any dashboard, cash waiting for any dash. Right, our friend is back, Mr. Hydrochloric. A light solution. I've got something amazing to tell you. Remember Swampy's rusty dashboard? We thought the Speedo was beyond it. You wouldn't believe it. This is the original Speedo that was what looked like covered in rust, and there's actually, when you swab it off with the solution, you actually get the letters back. Can you believe that? At least I've got 3/4 of them back. I'd started to break the dash, I'd started to strip the Speedo. We're back, 17th of December 2013. Happy Christmas everybody. Well, I left last night late, I went into a time warp. I went onto a time warp last night, I thought it was 9 o'clock, it ended up being midnight. Okay, well there was some rust on this outer bezel.
what we've been doing. Our lovely friend, Mr. Hydrochlorics, he's back. Just watch how easy now. That just rubs off without any, it's just dissolved it, killed it. That was quite stubborn, it wasn't even scratching off. So cleaning that bezel face there, just dissolved the rust. We'll just go over that now and just scrape it off. Okay, so that's that back piece, will be clean in a minute. It's been in the dishwasher as well.
Right, well, what's been going on around this side? Well, there you go. There's Swampy's original Speedo. And can you see any rust on it? No, because there isn't any. She's taken a lot off and the paint is not damaged underneath the rust. So, very pleased. Rev counter, very clean. Face clock face, very clean. Clock running, been running all night, all day today, still going strong, so that's repaired, can be boxed up. So really we are almost done to start reassembling the dash now. We can start putting it all back in its box. The perspex has been done. Let's take you over here and have a look at the perspex. Good news on the perspex, everybody. Right, how about that? Swampy's original front perspex, all scratches polished out. In fact, there weren't many. There was some light scuffing on it, but that's in good order. Some couple of very small scratches, which I'm more than happy about. They're not very deep, so I'm more than happy that that front perspex with the right hand rev counter set up so it's correct for the car, correct for how Swampy was. So we've got the bits we need. We've got the Speedo, we've got the rev counter, we've repaired the clock, we've got the clock face repaired. It's even Swampy's original clock face, so we're really alright, we're doing great. We are basically original instrumentation, so that is great news, makes me happy. So I'm going to have some spares now. I'll box them all back together, bubble wrap those, put them away. Okay, so the video now showed me putting the Speedo back together and boxing it off. Then we'll screw it into the surround, and then we're done for the dash. We can tick that one off the list. Let's put that dash back together. I'll put you on the tripod, which is a trolley jack. That's the tripod, and then you can watch probably speeded up motion again. Oh, forgot to say, I'm gonna touch up the needles. I've got some fluorescent paint which looks like the right match, so we're just going to swab those needles in. We're going to mask underneath, a little bit of card, then just swab in the needles to brighten them up a touch, and that's it. That's everything done for the instrument cluster. Right, let's get you hooked up, let's watch this go back together. Let's go. Okay, Speedo needle refurb. Just get this paint just to twist that round a touch, I think. Draw it round again like we did with the indicator lamp. That's the exact match. Look at that, 2 coats. This just helps. So refurbing that needle there. We'll do the Speedo, we'll do the clocks as well, either clocks. Right, some detailing tape on the edge of the triangle on the rev counter. That's the red zone on the counter. There, that's faded. They all fade. So I've just got a darker fluorescent paint, and I've masked off the edge of the what you would call the orange segment, or segment of cheese, whatever you want to call it, and I'll just dust that in.
and let that go off. That's a matte fluorescent finish. Okay, here we go for that. Your little triangle there, your little cheese wedge, brightened it up now. Took that fade off it, this matte finish paint. So we'll peel that back and see how she looks. Right, just peeling off the detailing tape now to see how that triangle's come out. And it looks fantastic. Lovely dark red. Just lost that faded effect that it had. There you go. Look what we did. The diameter of the inner ring, the inner white ring that's painted, same as the paint tub. So lid, same as the paint rattle can lid. So what I did was I created a template mask, put the rattle can lid on top of some masking tape, draw a line on it, cut out your own template, and then you can lay that onto the white, which gives you the right profile so you don't get any jagged edges. If you're trying to make it up out little bits, you get jagged edges. That's gives us a perfect line if you look. And there's a little touch of factory bleed just under it, as they are at the factory. So that's great. Happy with that. So there's our rev counter. Our clock's still ticking away over here. The speedo's cooking nicely over there. I've just refurbed the odometer, the trip meter knob. That's got some black plastic paint on it. So that's nice and shiny now, so that can go back on. I'll start to bolt it all back up. Okay, see you in a sec. Just refurbing the green discs which sit at the back of the instruments, and you get this sellotape that sticks them on at the factory. Sellotape breaks down over time and you get like sort of bubble crazed effect at the back of your indicator units. So what I've done, WD-40 will dissolve that damaged sellotape. It's sellotape you stick them on with, and then just break it down with WD-40, and then just your nail, or if your nails are short, then just get a credit card and use it to scratch the sellotape off. Something plastic on plastic. You could cotton bud it as well if you're gentle. Or you can rub it with your thumb and it'll just break down and then it comes off like that. See? So that's your green lens, which fits. Careful not to mark with some fingerprints now. Sits just behind there, of course. So we'll re-sellotape that on now. That's clean. You don't get that crazy paving effect at the back of it. That'll look original. We'll do the same with the high beam light now as well. Rubbing that blue disc now. Right, so okay, so I've done those two lenses there. Look, brought you down to eye level again. Clock face, rev counter with its nice new red paint. Look at that. Oh Christ, listen to that shit music. Sorry about that. Right, speedo's over there. These arms, I'm going to put the clock face back together now. It's not had its arms painted. It's clock arms painted yet. We'll do those when they're on the clock. So clock going back together. There he is over there. He's going back together. Ticking away lovely. Okay. And we've got a nice refurbed needle for that as well. See how that one's got rust on the end, so we've got a new second hand been refurbed. Okay, moving on. Just use the socket to push these locking washers on. Now that's that clock front back on. We can clip this to the face now. I think you clip the front under first and she snaps in. There we go. And a little bit more to get it to go. That's the one. Right, I'll put the arms on it now, or the hands.